up, Kennel Crew? We're live on a Saturday night. This is 4-box 2024 Bowman Draft Baseball half case PYT number 19. Start of our 10th case. Thanks for those of you that jumped in this one early and often when it hit our store live at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Appreciate the love, y'all. Just like every break here on this channel, all cards will ship. Thank you very much for the rip. Yeah, all good, Nene. It's all good, man. Hang out with us, chill, be a part of the community. Get in when you can, watch when you don't. Just have a good time. It's all that matters. We all can't be in every break. It's just not possible. There's a solid start for the Angels, though, clubbing. He's clubbing from the country. That's a Christian Moore. Montgomery, Norrie, and Emerson. The Norrie is the 6 for Bergie. Thank you for the sub, Rip Kane. Thank you, Rick. Welcome in, man. Welcome in, Rick. Thanks for subbing, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna hit that next number soon on the subs. I don't even know how many. Honestly, I know that's like a thing you should probably know if you're trying to increase your media and your customer base and I don't even know how many subscribers I have. If I had to guess, I'd probably say like 2,000 maybe on here on YouTube. That's not very many considering what some people do, but 1.7. Oh, terrible. I should go on a subscriber campaign. I got real subscribers, but I ain't got no fake ones. I ain't got no bots. If I were to start the MLB from scratch, what teams would you axe? Oh, you trying to get a portion of the country to hate me, Hey, wanna buy? I'd start with the Tampa Bay Rays because no one really cares about them. Not even people from Tampa care about the Rays. I don't think it's obvious because they don't even show up for home games. That's a bias for the Brewers. So I'll take the easy way out and axe a team that no one likes anyway, not to alienate a population of the country. Sick one here for the Twins. Wow, what a card here, Bergie. That is a Kalen Culpepper Blue Wave. What a hit here. That's a great card. I love that one. Bergie's a Twins fan too, so he's going to like that. Nice Vladdy for the Mets. A Savage, Tolle, and an Auger. A Savage. A Greengrass Vargas for the Dodgers. Bacon. Connor Griffin, a Christian Moore refractor. Wow. This case is starting out strong here in this box. This is a good solid box here so far. A Bonnemer for the White Sox, sky blue. He has Savage and an Abel. Going to the one spot for C. Ward. There's a Bazana. Chase Burns for the Reds. Bazanas are also the one spot for C. Ward. Kalen Culpepper and Albertus. My number one favorite sport. I played hockey as a kid. I played a ton of basketball. I've watched a ton of basketball. Watched a ton of football. But I have to say my favorite, I don't know, it's probably basketball, if I'm honest. That's a Renders for the Pirates. I played hockey for a long time though. That was pretty good. Oh, what do we have here? That's an orange Christian Campbell for the Boston Red Sox. Wowzers, C. Ward. That's a nice one there. Nick Mitchell and a Matt Shaw. RC, you got the Tigers? Who are we looking for in the Tigers? Oh yeah, he got it. He's got an insert. Yep. Hey, Vargas, Llewellyn, and DeSalis. Come on, 10 of 10 Bazana one time. One time. Make this an epic night. Remember, that was the box that came out all kitty wumpus. No. The one on the left. This one over here. Yeah, I was a Chicago Blackhawk fan for a long time because their goalie, Eddie the Eagle, I watched every single one of Eddie the Eagle's college hockey home games at the University of North Dakota. I was born in Grand Forks, and that's where UND is, and Eddie the Eagle played for the Fighting Sioux at UND. And I watched every single one of his home games at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Phil Jackson is an alumni of UND. So are both the Fiedler parents. My mom and dad graduated from UND. Kind of wish one of my kids would have went there. But my son went to the same school as me. My daughter wants to be an Otter, so she's going to go to Monterey this coming semester. Cam Smith, Jack Kaggs. Bagwell and De Los Santos. Nice one here for the Angels. Wow, Country Clubbing. What a start to this break, huh, buddy? He'll watch the video in the morning. Oh, sick Bazana here. That's a sky blue. That's going to the 1 spot there at C Ward. That's hashtag double up on the filler. Shojanoja and a Dylan Cruz. The Phillies refractor is the 8 spot for Bergie. Hey, Ryan Waldschmidt for Country Clubbin' and the D-backs. Country Clubbin's doing work. Country Clubbin' has quite the impressive stack of Bowman Draft boys. I don't know if you know, but Country Clubbin's been in a lot of these. His Bowman stack. We're jelly of his Bowman stack, I think. Hit him a lot of good cards. You have to hit him a red, though. We need to do that. Been close. Maybe tonight's the night. Payne and a Celestine. And I don't think we've hit any 101s yet, have we? Or did we hit a plate? Have I hit a plate of someone? I don't think I have. I don't think I have hit a 101. Maybe you're right. We opened a lot of this between the divisions, the random divisions, and the 2-boxers and the mixers and whatnot, personal boxes. We've got a lot of this has been opened through the card bar. I can tell you that. One way or another, we're approaching a lot of cases. There's a Cozart going to the 4 spot. Who's on the 4? Bergie is with the Cozart Sparkle. That's a good one. That's a good one. Cozart's solid, right? Thomas and DeCant. If it's a filler squad, it's going to Addison in the 2. It's a Dylan Dreeling. It's not a filler. It's a Ranger for Country Clubbin'. What a 2-boxer here for Country Clubbin'. Parker and Dana. Boy, that 0 and 9 spot are freaking rocking right now. Here's a nice Jacob Cozart to the 5 spot for Bergie. Whoever that is in that 0 and 9 spot is just collecting hit after hit after hit. A Cash Mayfield for the Padres. Campos and Spencer or Jones. Luciano and Candiati. I don't break often. When I do, I sure shoot blanks. Cash Mayfield again. Followed by a DeVries hanger. We have a Scolvey followed by a Jared Cerna. Zana again. Ryan Salone auto. That's for the Mariners. Who's on the Mariners? Cortez and Guerrero. The dude named Mickey. Wiggy McWiggleson, you out there? You up late, Jeff? Sanchez, Anderson, and Walker Jenkins. Scheifeleman and a Keishel. Bulldog to Wiggy. Bulldog to Wiggy. Are you out there, Wiggy? Is McWiggleson out there? A green Dante Nori. That looks like super discolored, but that's a filler squad hit. Going to the 7 spot. Seven spot, C Ward. C Ward is raking in the filler right now. Everyone but the 0 and 9 spot just doing work. Everyone but the 0 and 9 spot are doing work. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. For the St. Louis Cardinals, it's a Ryan Campos. Purple. Who's on the Cardinals? Nene with the hit. Hagen Smith and a Ryan Clifford. Hagen Smith is going to the 2 spot. Okay, there's a Rainer. That's who RC wanted. Make sure he gets at least one top loader. There's Zaire Hope for the Dodgers. O'Farrell and a Bellinson. I wouldn't mind seeing an out-of-this-world finish for the Tigers for RC for this break. He's put in some work tonight. We need to make sure some good cards go home his way. Wouldn't mind that at all. See what we can do here. The Tolley. Oops. Earhart. Dowdy and a Sanchez. And this guy Dowdy, that's the 7 spot. Kellen Lindsey for the Dodgers. Snyder and Morgan. Yeah, we're probably like 10-15 minutes from being done, RC. A Lunar Jeremy Rodriguez, blue for the Mets. Good half case here. And we've got one box left. DeMartini and a Ramirez. Walcott, Sirota, and a Wilkin. So if you're out there and you're a fan of baseball, who's the guy you think is going to make the waves the most early? Like the guys starting out in the minors, it's going to come up and make a wave or 3 into bigs this year. Who should we corner the market on prior to the season starting, just by picking up maybe a couple refractor autos or base autos? Like picking them up, here's what we do. We pick them up raw, then we grade them, and then when he hits, we sell, and we don't hold too long. When he hits, we sell, and we just keep it moving. There's a Ryan Sloan for the Mariners. Easily said than done, but if we scour the MLB.com top prospect list, we put in some work, we look at their local sports to see like who they're projecting to come up midway through the season, or maybe in the first 3 months of the season. That way baseball fever has just begun, and all the hype is around the young guys. And there's a Matheson for the Phillies. That's going to the 9 spot. Look at that. 9 spot. Soaking the hits. 5th rounder for your boy. That's at least $1. Kyle Teal is nice. because the MLB.com top prospect list will show us who's projected or when their timelines are projected to have them come to the bigs. Yeah, or that. Big Christmas is RC's pick. But didn't his cards kind of take a spike already? Like,
Yeah, when he got caught.
when he got called up? Okay, well, hey, you're probably right. The Indians are probably going to be good this year. Call Steven. You know who I can't help but think about? The guy on your team. The Giant. This guy. Bryce Eldridge. He's kind of a guy that I think of. I just don't know. His cards aren't that expensive right now. They're decent though, right?
Yeah.
Luke Holman for the Reds. Are they? Than most? Okay, well then maybe he isn't the guy we want to try and buy raw and grade. But I am thinking that he's projected, like I've read a lot of things that say he's projected to do well. There's another Bazana refractor. C. Ward is doing work in the filler. C. Ward, that was the best $117 in a filler C. Ward's ever spent. He's gonna make a loot on this break. Hey, Daniel Egan for the Diamondbacks. May and Rodriguez. Griffin Burkhalter. This will be random to the filler. Kuroda, Grauer, and Devine. Oops, put that off to the side. We got to random that. I remember, I was just thinking right now, I remember a time, so it's probably random late night, but I don't know why I thought about it right now as I put that auto in that stack, but I thought about it. 117,499, like back in like 2022, so this was like 3 years ago now. I was ripping a ton of Mosaic football and stuff, right? Like I hit the Brock Purdy 101, the black 101 Brock Purdy. Panini actually retweeted it on their Twitter at one point when I hit that card, but I hit the Brock Purdy 101 out of Mosaic at the time when Brock Purdy, actually it was like 2 weeks after he had just got injured during that season. So if I would have hit that card like 3 weeks earlier, it would have been one of the biggest cards like of that time. But he had just gotten hurt. It wasn't anyhow. I was doing a break of that product. It wasn't that specific break when I hit that card, but I was doing a break of that product. And as you go through cards, like at the time, Brock Purdy Mosaic base rookies were in the $20 to $40 range, like literally even the base rookies, like that was crazy 2022 times, you know what I mean, height of the era. And this dude that it actually broke with me a couple times, I'll never forget, it actually broke with me a couple of times. Like I was going fast through the cards because they're base cards, and I kind of pulled it to the side like that, and I put it over here on the base stack over here. Obviously I ship all cards all the time, so whoever had the 49ers in that break was going to get it no matter what, right? But I did miss it. I should have top loaded it most definitely, because it was a $20 card or whatever it was at the time. And this dude that had broke with me for a while, he like starts going into other channels of like, because 3 years ago there were YouTube breakers, but there weren't that many. There definitely weren't as many like YouTube card breakers as there is now. There's a lot of the ones that were around back then are still around, but there just weren't as many and as a number of them. And there's a Kuroda Gower for the A's, a Christian Campbell. This dude that had been broken with me, like, he went to all these channels, and at the time it was Sports Card Radio was pretty hot, and they used to always talk about the term dipping, like when breakers would steal cards and stuff. And so that was like the big time. They have like memes about it and all that kind of things like that. And so this dude that had broke with me like literally went to like 4 other. He had clipped the video of when he had like gone through the effort to like clip the video of when I passed through it and clip it from that point. And then when I put it in the stack over here, and then he would go to other channels and be like, did you hear about the breaker that dipped the Brock Purdy base card? That sounds silly now because it's like a base card, but he literally tried to create drama around me, like going to other channels that I actually had broken with before. They know me, one of the breakers in particular. Like I sat across from him at one of the distributor Panini things at one point, and he was like, did you hear about the breaker that dipped the Brock Purdy base card? I emailed his ass so quick. I was like, I bet you better apologize to me, dude, because that is the most ridiculous accusation I've ever heard. And oh, by the way, it was Reds West who had the 49ers. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, if you wanna ask Jimmy if he ends up getting that card, because we all know Jimmy, right? Like Reds West has been around for a long time. And I'm like, Jimmy's broken here for 4 years. You think I'm gonna lose Jimmy's business over a $20 Brock Purdy base card, dude? Like I missed it, right? I didn't steal it, okay? I missed it and it went into the sort pile, And this dude was like literally going around to like 3-4 other channels. Like, did you hear about the breaker that dipped the Brock Purdy base card? I'll never forget it, dude. It was. No, it was, yeah.
So he's probably trying to get
yeah.
credit for
It was like ridiculous. Yeah. It was ridiculous. Alright, here is our yeah, that shit was crazy, man. 7. I was heated for a couple days. Alright, spot 6 is going to take home the Burkhalter. The spot 6 is Bergie. I'm like, dude, you were going into channels that know me and I know them, and you're going to try and say I'm stealing a card? Like, come on, dude. Matheson, Sloan, Rodriguez, Lindsay. Oh, the guy's still around. He still goes into other channels. He's definitely still around. He breaks cards, and he knows better than that. He knows me better than that too. He broke with me for a long time. Campos, Bazana, Sloan, Mayfield, Cozart again, Bazana, Moore, Sterling, Campbell, Rinders, Burns, Bonnemer, Moore, Vargas, Yasavage, Culpepper, Baez, and Moore. Thanks for the rip, y'all.